Hello MotoGP fans, welcome back to ZNGP today. Ducati's team manager, Davide Tardozzi, has come to the defense of MotoGP's ride height devices following the recent controversy over their safety, particularly after Francesco Bagnaia's start problems at the Aragon Grand Prix. While some critics have blamed these devices for Bagnaia's difficulties, Tardozzi insists they are not the cause. Marc Márquez secures his first victory with Gresini Racing, a monumental achievement that brings Nadia Padovani's team back to the top. In the aftermath of the Aragon GP, Padovani and team members reflect on the significance of this win for Márquez and the Gresini Racing team as they head into the San Marino GP. Francesco Bagnaia is nursing injuries after a dramatic crash with Alex Marquez during the Aragon MotoGP. Despite his valiant efforts to climb back through the field, Bagnaia's race ended in disappointment following a collision that left him with significant pain in his neck and shoulder. As the San Marino Grand Prix looms just days away, the Ducati rider faces a race against time to regain his fitness for his home event. Don't forget to click subscribe button and the bell icon for MotoGP news update. The Aragon Grand Prix proved challenging for several riders, including Francesco Bagnaia, who encountered significant wheel spin at the start of both the sprint race and the main event. This issue has sparked debate among MotoGP experts, with some pointing the finger at the ride height devices. However, Tardozzi was quick to dismiss these claims, stating that external factors, such as the track conditions, were to blame. "I think that the device helps. Yesterday, the sprint was another matter. It was a matter of sand on the ground, and race direction did everything that was possible for cleaning the race track, the start positions. But unluckily it rained sand, and it was too sandy. Where the riders don't pass in practice, it was completely dirty." Quote from Tardozzi. Tardozzi emphasized the importance of technological advancements in MotoGP, arguing that the sport must continue to move forward rather than reverting to older technologies. He firmly believes that the rear ride height device plays a crucial role in reducing rear wheel spin, a key factor in maximizing performance on the track. "MotoGP is the maximum of technology. You have to go ahead. If you want to go back 20 years, like somebody is asking to have the bikes of 20 years ago or 10 years ago, it's not our view. We are looking forward to have more things, more technology, more future," Tardozzi told by Crash. Comparisons have been made between Bagnaia's start issues at Aragon and an incident Marc Márquez experienced in Austria, where Márquez nearly collided with Franco Morbidelli after struggling to re-engage his front start device. However, Tardozzi dismissed these parallels, attributing Márquez's problems to a separate issue. "Yeah, but Marc has a problem because of what happened to the front tire. In Austria Marc made a mistake," Tardozzi concluded. Tardozzi explained that Márquez's difficulties were related to an error made while trying to heat up his front tire, which had to be placed on a new rim due to a broken valve shortly before the race. As the debate over ride height devices and their impact on MotoGP performance continues, Tardozzi remains steadfast in his belief that these technologies are essential to the future of the sport. With the Aragon GP behind them, Ducati and its riders are now focused on preparing for the upcoming races, where the role of technology will undoubtedly remain a hot topic. Stay tuned for more updates from the world of MotoGP. The Aragon GP was a momentous occasion for Gresini Racing, with Marc Márquez delivering a flawless performance that culminated in his long-awaited victory. Nadia Padovani, the team principal, expressed her overwhelming emotion, describing the weekend as a dream come true for both the team and Márquez. "It's a huge emotion. This weekend was impeccable for Marc. He got pole, won the sprint, the Grand Prix. Really everything. It's a bit disappointing for Alex because he deserved to be on the podium, but that's racing." Quote from Nadia Padovani. Padovani highlighted the historic nature of the weekend, acknowledging Márquez's talent and the significance of this victory for both the rider and the team. I would say that it has been such a perfect weekend that it has far exceeded any expectations. But it is clear that we were expecting Marc to win the race. He is one of the greatest talents in the history of MotoGP. I would say that we have made history again with Marc. According to Padovani, this victory was not just a team success but a personal milestone for Marquez, who had been seeking to prove that he remains a top contender in MotoGP. The win at Aragon marked a pivotal moment for the Spanish rider, reigniting his confidence and reaffirming his status as a MotoGP legend. Marc certainly also wanted this victory very much. He sought it for a long time and was always very close to it, but he didn't achieve it. The fact that he achieved it today certainly opened something inside Marc, also because in a way he also needed to prove to himself that he is still number one. Padovani told by Motosan. Michele Massini, another key figure in Gresini Racing, also reflected on the emotional impact of Marquez's victory. He emphasized the historic nature of the achievement and expressed optimism about the team's future as they head to Misano with renewed confidence. I didn't expect to experience this day like this, because it was up in the air, but until something like this happens you don't know what emotion will envelop you. But it's incredible because it was another historic and memorable day for Marc, for us, for everyone. I think this victory should be dedicated entirely to Marc, because with everything that happened he came back to the top despite everything. Enjoy it until the end and then arrive at Misano with the conviction that we will continue to grow. Quote from Michele Massini. Both Padovani and Massini acknowledged the collective effort behind Marquez's success, recognizing that the team's decisions and support played a crucial role in his return to form. They are now focused on continuing to close the gap to leaders like Pecco Bagnaia and Jorge Martin, ensuring that Gresini Racing remains competitive at the highest level. Yes, with Marc we are always experiencing some pleasant surprises, but I think it is also right that Gresini Racing takes some medals because if we had not made certain decisions we would not be talking about these victories and these results right now. Padovani concluded. Marc Márquez's victory at the Aragon GP not only marks a personal triumph for the rider but also signals a resurgence for Gresini Racing under Nadia Padovani's leadership. As the team looks ahead to the San Marino GP, the momentum and confidence from this win will be crucial in their continued pursuit of success in MotoGP. Stay tuned for more updates as the season progresses. Francesco Bagnaia's Aragon Grand Prix was shaping up to be a remarkable comeback after a difficult start from third on the grid. Struggling to maintain his position off the line, Bagnaia found himself in 7th place early in the race but displayed impressive speed as he worked his way back toward the podium. However, his efforts were abruptly halted on lap 18, when a collision with Alex Marquez at turn 13 ended his race prematurely. The incident occurred as Bagnaia tried to capitalize on Marquez running wide at turn 12, a move that unfortunately led to both riders crashing out. I took advantage of Alex Marquez going wide to get ahead of him and also dove into the next corner with a slightly wider line knowing there was another rider. Therefore, it's a shame that it ended up this way as it had already been a difficult weekend. Quote from Francesco Bagnaia. The crash left Bagnaia with considerable pain, particularly in his neck and left shoulder. After an awkward roll underneath Marquez's bike, Bagnaia was taken to the medical center for evaluation. Although he expressed relief that the injuries were not more severe, the discomfort is significant. Bagnaia shared his condition in a post-race interview and on social media, where he revealed the extent of his injuries. After another complicated start, due to the tricky conditions of that spot on the grid, I was putting together a good comeback, and I was a lot quicker. Right now, I'm quite in pain, especially in my left shoulder, but it looks like there's nothing broken. With the San Marino Grand Prix just around the corner, Bagnaia faces the challenge of recovering in time for his home race at Misano. This situation mirrors last year when Bagnaia arrived at Misano nursing leg injuries from a crash in the Catalan Grand Prix. Despite those setbacks, he managed to secure third place in both the sprint and main race. However, it remains to be seen how his current injuries will impact his performance in the upcoming event. The Ducati rider remains determined to be as fit as possible, but with only 4 days until practice begins, the pressure is on. "We'll do our best to be as fit as possible at Misano," Bagnaia concluded. Francesco Bagnaia's crash at the Aragon MotoGP adds another chapter to the Italian rider's challenging season. As he focuses on his recovery, all eyes will be on Bagnaia at Misano, where he hopes to overcome his injuries and deliver a strong performance in front of his home crowd. With just a few days to regain his fitness, Bagnaia's determination and resilience will be crucial as the San Marino Grand Prix approaches. Stay tuned for more updates as the MotoGP season continues with high stakes and intense competition at Misano. Thanks for watching ZNGP today. This is your MotoGP news update. See you in the next video.